Welcome back to the show with me, Sarah Ibrahim. Just a little shout out here to the wonderful furniture. If you like our furniture on our set, it's by KP Signature. They were very kind enough to decorate our beautiful set, and I'm specifically very happy with today's set because it matches my clothes perfectly. Check this out. Anyway, thank you KP Signature. Back into the topic at hand today. Check out this special report we've got. It's about parents, the ones who need our love the most. Watch this.
Have you ever thought what would happen to you when you're old? Would you like to end up in a place where you're away from your loved ones? When we talk about love, we often would think about the love we have for our better half. But aren't we forgetting that the ones who need our love the most is our parents?
Well, say the truth, nobody like but your own home. But what if I have to? Then I have to. My brother, yes, my dearest person, but he's married with a family. So as to say, forced to be here.
Like here. What to do? Tonight, where I go? Tôi thì cho nó đi hospital, then put okay rồi. Come here. My husband come here first, then I okay. My son and me to send me here. Đi khi tụi nó khao人哋咁多，食得你幾多？哎呀，食呀，唔好講啦，講。
These residents share one thing in common, which is if they could, they would rather stay with people that they love, but unfortunately was not given a choice. Are we as children taking the easy way out from our filial duty and responsibilities towards our parents?
Children had to look back. When they were parents look after them up to the time when they are, they're grown up and they got their job, and until they get married, we can only give one, but they still look for their children.
The number of senior citizens being sent to old folks' home is increasing year after year, despite the fact that we Malaysians still uphold traditional family values. Have we forsaken them? Have we forgotten about all the sacrifices that they have made for us since the day that we were born? Maybe now is the time for us to reflect on ourselves and cherish our parents while we still can.
Welcome back to the show with me, Sarah Ibrahim. So, taking a look at that footage, the special report that was just on air, it does make you wonder, when we look at other people, we sort of detach ourselves and say, oh, it's sad, but it's not me. But the question is, have we actually thought about it carefully enough that it could be me? It could be you one day. Any of us, it could happen to. And from looking at the reports and the statistics, the growing number of parents being put in homes is increasing year by year. Now, the question that we want to address is it okay or not? Because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's like a taboo topic, isn't it? Back with my lovely guest, still with us, Joseph Tan. You are a parenting coach from Good Monday Consulting. Next year, we've got two new guests on the show. Johnson Rajah. You are the founder for Stepping Stones Living Center. And this is, where is this living center, Joseph?
Taman Seputeh.
Okay, Johnson, it's in Taman Seputeh and there are 80 people staying there. You shared with me just now off camera. And a majority being from what demographic?
Oh, from the Indians.
Okay. Are they, mostly male, female?
Presently, we have a 50-50.
Really? Okay.
Presently.
And you did share with me off camera just now that a lot of them are single mothers.
Yes.
At your place itself.
Yes.
Yours is a living center. Is it considered a caretaker home? Is there a difference?
No, we provide all. caretaking, for hospice, everything.
So it's also for elderly people?
Yes.
Okay.
Abandoned old folks.
Abandoned old folks. Interesting you use the word abandoned there. I'll get back to you in a second. Next to you is Suresh Kumar. Suresh Kumar, you are a fundraiser, the Reality Project. What's the Reality Project, Suresh?
Basically, I raise funds and awareness for homes like stepping stones especially.
Okay.
And we tell people that there are actually abandoned parents out there, and not every home is you have funding.
Yeah.
And some children just some parents just walk away down on the streets. So they get them 2 stepping stones. So then you have to raise funds to take care of them, medication, from everything. So there are a lot of people in Malaysia do not know that there's such thing called abandoned parents. Yes.
And you're quite young looking, Suresh. Your parents are still alive?
Yes.
Okay. And what made you want to start this, to become a fundraiser for this type of initiative?
Basically, it's hard for me to answer this, but this is something we should do. Loving our parents is not something we should think about or even discussing about it today, for example. It's something that we initially should do. It should be automatically there. And for me to even create awareness and to tell people that this is going on, it's slightly sad, but we need to do it.
Yeah.
And I do have parents too. And by helping this home especially, I also try to appreciate my parents.
Of course.
And I also tell people, whatever is it, don't even think whether you should take care of your parents. It's a must.
Just do it.
Just do it. If you can't afford it, there are means, there are NGOs, there are people willing to help on a financial basis, because some parents have medical conditions, dialysis, heart problems, so you need to seek help. It's just that when you do not know what to do, we don't judge, but do not put them, just let them out, abandon them.
Okay, so Suresh, from what I said, so firstly, kudos on what you're doing. Well, thank you very much, because not everybody sees it as something that should be automatic. So thankfully, there are people like you out there doing this. I'm quite horrified to hear that there are parents that are sort of abandoned and left on the street, just sort of left alone like that. I mean, it's so scary to think about that it could happen to any of us, not just, would it happen to our parents? Would we accidentally let that happen, let it slide? Back to yourself, Johnson, Stepping Stones Living Centre, you've got 80 people in there. Are they elderly, mostly above 60, or is there a good mixture there?
Altogether, 80 inmates.
Okay.
We've got about 60 children.
Now this I'm confused about.
Yes.
How did it end up that you have so many children staying in a home with you?
Oh, they come. The mothers walk with the children.
Wow.
You see, we know this famous saying, when poverty knocks at the door, love jumps out of the window.
Wow.
So these are the mothers who are struggling.
Yeah.
They don't have the husband.
Where are the husbands?
Drunkard, behind bars,
No.
trips. But they've taken the second spouse, they don't know where they are.
No way.
So these mothers come here, and the only thing they do is just cry. They see me, they just cry. Next thing I will ask is, yes, what can I do for you?
But they are parents. These are mothers. They're parents. And in a sense, they've been abandoned by their spouse, though, in this particular place. But what about, just back into the other, you call them inmates?
Residents.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
What is driving children, for example, to leave their parents at home? Because Suresh mentioned such things like resources, not having enough money. Maybe the parents lack, certain health. They need health treatments, etc. Not talking about the husbands and the irresponsible partners of these women who abandon their wives there and their kids, but more so the elderly people as residents at your home.
Yes.
What's happening there? Why are they being left there?
See, I'll give you an example from this home. We got mothers who have outlived their children.
Okay.
So they don't have anybody to take care.
Right.
So they don't want to go anywhere. They don't have the brothers and sisters. They're all 80 over years old. The example. Then we got old folks who are spinsters, who have nobody.
Okay.
So they have got through some health problem, so they're in the hospital. So the hospital calls us up and said, I've got someone here who needs help.
Right.
And then we go to the hospital, talk to them, find out that they have nobody.
Yeah.
They're already 75, 80.
Okay.
So we bring them back and give them. That's how they come to us. So we ourselves are surprised to see the people of the elderly are abandoned.
It's quite a scary thing. Now, I want to ask you personally, your own opinion, because unfortunately, we're running out of time on the show today, being a live show. Do you think that as a society we should be caring for our parents directly because we have our own families to take care of, or can we put them in homes but make sure that we're paying for their care in the homes? Is that an okay thing to do, or should we just take on the responsibility fully? Because I know, Suresh, you said you should take on fully. What do you think?
No, we should take responsibility of taking care of our own parents.
Okay.
Because one of those desires, the longing desire of an aging person is to be with the loved ones before they depart.
Right. So you disagree with leaving parents in homes.
Yes.
What about yourself, Joseph? Maybe just to wrap it up.
Sure.
With the rising abandonment cases of parents, etc. Do you agree with it? If you had no choice, Joseph, if you had no money and mom and dad were still alive but they're old and they can't take care of them, what would you do? Would you leave them somewhere where they can be taken care of, or say no, you have to stay with me?
I would say that the main principle we need to keep in mind here is the principle of identity achievement.
Okay.
No, sorry, identity attachment.
Okay.
Why is it that some of us are so fond of our alumni in school, are so fond to go back to our old boys or old girls association because of that code of honor, that identity that we have established.
Right.
So I think this is something which is missing in homes today. As we raise our children, as we interact with our parents, we must have a strong sense of identity, meaning that we appreciate them, we are grateful to them, we've spent a lot of time to form this family identity.
Yes.
So when the family identity is strong, even though if you need to put them in a home because of medical and specialist reasons, you still come back to visit them
regularly.
You still honor them. You still let them know you appreciate them.
Right.
I think the important thing is to let them know you are still a part of us.
That you still love them.
Yeah.
So on that final note then, Joseph Tan, Johnson Rajah and Suresh Kumar, thank you for being guests on the show and managing to touch a little bit on this situation. We have more of awareness. Thankfully there are people like yourself, Suresh, out there trying to raise money to help people who don't have children to assist them, and yourself, Johnson, having this, founding a place where people can go to, kudos to you, for those people who are living under your care there, and also to Joseph for being on the show. Thank you, and giving your 2 cents. I like what you said at the end there, honor. We honor so many other things in life, our buddies, our friends, our alumni, etc. But then when it comes to parents, we're like,
we
why
need
is
to
it
have our
that
own
question?
honor code.
Yes. Thank you to our guests. So that's it for our show today. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. We had so much to talk about today. It's been such an educational, eye-opening show for myself. I hope it's been the same for you. On Bella Confidential, you can follow us on our Facebook, our Instagram, and also, there's some competitions there to win yourself some movie passes and products as usual. So check it out, and I will be with you again soon in the weeks to come. All the best to everyone. Take care of yourselves and take care of your parents, and love each other.